So here's the plan. I thought this out a long time ago. It just didn't come into play for, you know, essential workers uh, who held everything together for a while. I'm still very upset my nighttime was taken away from me because that was definitely highlights of my life when the night began to exist. But okay, so here's what you do to hopefully, nighttime turns into playtime for people instead of just shutdown time. The essential workers, my thoughts a long time ago were you have robots. At first, I was thinking on lower levels, like you have robots who go down the store aisles and they're like, camming everything and seeing what's out of stock and the register's supposed to take stock. I'm assuming it's set up that way. Going down there and camming everything, seeing what's where, you know, just organizing it differently, and then eventually, stocking shelves and stuff like that. But the essential workers were asking me in 2020, like, what about them? And so you just replace them, and allow them more free time while everyone else got a break. They didn't. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it. Not too much to it. You have robots. First of all, we can slowly streamline from what I said to just where there's not even like really much of a store and it's just like a warehouse and you shop before you go. Like we're already shopping online and everything. I've been doing that forever and now most other stuff is catching up. And that doesn't allow you to have like hands on with things, unfortunately. And it doesn't allow you to just run across the street. But like right now, we got Amazon doing like one day and stuff. I ordered $75 worth of stuff. They deliver it the next day, maybe the same day. Some of the stuff is same day delivery. And so that's good, right? Well, food, I can get that ordered right away and delivered to me. Hopefully it's not expensive, not too expensive. It's actually cheaper. When you think about it in the long run, I'd like to cook my food because I know it's done right. But cooking food is like a 2-hour endeavor. I cook, I chop, I grind, I prepare. It's like an hour and a half right there. And sometimes you got to prepare in advance on top of that too. Like I prefer my foods to be warm, room temperature. Like cheese, I prefer cheese to start at room temperature. And just like when you're mixing certain things, like you're making dough, other products like that, you use butter. When you make cake, you use room temperature butter, which, at this point, I prefer to keep most of my stuff room temperature if I'm going to use it. The smell can get kind of strong, but anyways, yeah. So yeah, that should be what happens next. Is more of that stuff is streamlined, and people just either get delivered or come to the store. I mean, why even have like a bunch of overpriced delivery places if everything's just going to be delivered right away, right? You can have someone picking up like 6 orders at McDonald's for the street a block away, and it takes like nothing. And then on top of that, we got like automatic cars coming out as well. Have Johnny Cab deliver you your food. You're not gonna feel bad when you can't afford to tip Johnny Cab. Johnny Cab doesn't care about a tip, right? What are you gonna do? Give him a bottle of WD-40 or something? But yeah, like we really are like pushing that stuff right now. And there's even faster, more economical ways to do it, especially in extremely overcrowded places. And already in like rich buildings like downtown, they have restaurants inside the building and they deliver the food. And so, that's pretty much, what I see as a progression without taking too many leaps at once and just teleporting food mentally to a different location, um, creating indoor places. Hell, even some of this stuff with 3D printing, you can assemble certain things within your building, or rather, I think people might appreciate it more if the building is connected, like across the street or something like that. That way, you don't have tons of loud noises from production and smells from different foods, even though it's pretty good if it's fresh, right? I think that's I mean, if we're gonna expand into other planets, that sounds safe. It sounds realistic too, with some of it being pushed, but we're going to do that. I mean, that's exactly how you're going to set up colonies and stuff on different planets. You're going to take the most advanced thinking there is and design it. You're not going to be able to go outside, so we're not going to, be traveling, have Uber Mars delivering stuff to people. So, yeah, that's a future up there. That's a future down here. The people stocking stuff, like, you're not going to need to do that. I'm not sure about losing the storefronts and stuff like that and losing the ability to go shop. Because to be honest, I met one of the coolest people ever. Just, wasting my time shopping all day. But I'm, at this point in time, like, I'm shopping to rebuild stuff I spent like freaking 30 years building, and I'm not happy with shopping at all anymore. It used to be fun and exciting, but now it's just like, oh God, I'm doing this all again. Like, I don't even, let's run back to the store. I just forgot a bag of safety pins and got 100 other things I didn't need. Let's travel another hour to the store and back to get a bag of safety pins. 50 safety pins. And so, yeah. I really think, that's that. And I said that long before the 2020 thing happened, and essential workers started asking, what about then? So, replace. We're just hopefully going to lessen the load on people and allow them to go and exist. And do people really want to replace musicians and stuff? That's what they're going to spend their time doing, right? If their days are freed up, they're going to go to concerts and stuff like that. And, the parks had a lot of people on them in certain areas and stuff like that. And, when the dense population there kind of does it'd be like rush hour. It'd just be like rush hour, just people rushing to have fun, rushing during rush hour. So yeah, that's pretty much that. And you get those scanner bots. Right now, you could push that archaic idea. Scanner bots are going to go down the aisle and make sure everything's in place and working right. But at the same time, you just turn one of those giant stores, department stores, into nothing but a warehouse, and completely eliminate the workers. It can hold much more goods and stuff. I come from a city that's laid out flat, so it's a little bit different. But going from places that are traditionally built upwards and densely populated. I don't even have enough time there to analyze the situation, but little things could help. Sometimes it's like throwing a band-aid on your head being chopped off and trying to tape it back together with a band-aid, but I said that a long time ago, and I really haven't seen that put into play yet, so maybe I should say it some more so it comes into play that those workers get their time off. Fun time.